YUJI versus DENJI. The Eye of the Storm versus the Chainsaw Hybrid. It doesn't matter versus he just like me for real. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I still believe that this matchup is still too early. We could have waited like a year or two because a Chainsaw Man battle 2 months after its last one feels a little bit rushed. But it's another anime matchup, so yay. But I hope the next fight is not anime related. We need our Marvel versus DC matchups back. The last Marvel character was 7 months ago, the last DC character was a year ago, and the last DC versus Marvel matchup was 2 years ago. Please, death battle. I need variety. But anyways, I was not active in this wedding period because I was busy with Screwmind and my second channel. But when I was active in the wedding period, it was weird, but in a good way. People were pretending to go back in time to go and marry the mangaka of their opposing series to get said series upscaled to the high heavens. Yes, this actually happened. They know who they are. Plus, the wedding period derailed into people talking about Kyle versus Naito, and I don't know why. But anyways, after consuming both medias via anime, manga, and music,
away, I don't know how make it good if fame. All I know is that I get about my way, out my way, out my way. Not anymore, nigga!
When you finally got Maki Mada back, you were powerless.
Unfortunately, ooh, talk about poorly aged.
talk about poorly aged indeed. The battle is finally here, and now I leave either sad or more sad because I love both characters. And now with everything else out of the way, let's go. The battle starts off with, no, go back. What does that flyer say? Notorious Death Battle Man Liam Swan found dead. No, Liam, no! R.B. Liam, man. It was your fault that Madara beat Aizen. But anyways, the battle starts off with Mr.
Hit that left, right, good night, and C-walk on your shit. Go UG, go UG, cuz. Go UG, go UG, cuz. Make a move, cuz. Make a move, cuz. Move. Make a move, cuz, bitch. Make a move.
Chilling on a street corner, getting ready to eat what looks like a Popeye's chicken sandwich. But then the Bat Devil flies by and crashes into a building as Denji spills out of his guts. Ew. Also the poor chicken sandwich, no! And poor Universal, and whoever the hell this is. And her.
Oh, man. Oh, no. You're fine. You're fine. This wasn't my fault.
I've never felt such weird cursed energy like his before.
Say your prayers.
The voice acting is really good. Michael Malconian, definitely pronounced his name wrong, did an amazing job as my boy YUJI. He did really good, especially with that
Punk ass bitch.
so good. So, Michael Malconian, still definitely pronouncing his name wrong, did an amazing job as YUJI. And Corey Holland has made his Death Battle debut, and he cooked as my boy Denji. He dead ass sounds like Denji's dub VA. VA!
Mark my words, dog. I will be in a death battle. Mark my words.
Anyways, by the way, the battle track is so fire. Brenda did his thing on this one. And the battle track art is just amazing. But anyways, both YUJI and Denji rush at each other. YUJI weaves Denji's chainsaws and lands in a solid hit. But then Denji proceeds to go 5-0 when he tries to hit YUJI, and then YUJI hits him with a sky uppercut. But then Denji pulls out his chainsaw kicks, but YUJI dodges all of them, as he says,
You're a chainsaw curse?
Then YUJI starts going crazy. He weaves 2 chainsaw swings, roundhouse kick blocks another one, roundhouse kicks again to dodge another, bobs and weaves the other 2, and he ends up with another kick that knocks Denji's head off. Yes, sir, that's my boy!
Oh, no! I'm the hero doll!
Kick her asses! Magnet to chicks! Half man, half devil! Chainsaw man!
But then Denji reattaches his head via chainsaw chains and says,
Let's finish this! Chainsaw instant death
and
technique!
Yuji goes on the defensive, bracing for whatever curse technique he thinks Denji has in store. But no shot! Also, Yuji, this is a crazy face that you made. Also, boom! Broken balls. Second character to get their balls busted this season. No pause. Poor boys. Anyways, then Denji starts cackling as he weaves a rock from Yuji and takes his forearm off with his head saw. Then Denji crushes the blood in Yuji's forearm and says,
Batter up, pink-haired punk-ass bitch!
and he is out of the park, ladies and gentlemen. What an excellent home run by Chainsaw Man. But jokes aside, is that sign made in Oregon? Of course it is. Anyways, the Yuji reattaches his forearm with RCT, while Denji chainsaws a piece of the road off the road, lifts it up, and chucks it at Yuji. But Yuji jumps towards it and dismantles it while evading Denji's chainsaw. Then Denji lets off another chainsaw that Yuji catches and drags Denji towards him. Then Yuji winds back and hits Denji with a divergent fist as he says,
Wait for it.
"Down!" Golly, Yuji hit Denji one time, well, 2 times, and he left Denji looking like Mr. Crocker.
Very good parents!
Face ass. Also, double RIP the Bat Devil. We will not miss you. Then as Yuji and Denji make landfall, Yuji says,
I realized you had 2 cursed energy sources in one body, so I separated them. Speaking of...
and speak of the devil, true form Pochita takes the stage, and Yuji wastes no time as he sends piercing blood beams at Pochita. But... that's tough. Plus him zipping away with the music cutting out is a great display of speed and a great artistic liberty choice. Then Yuji blips from the scene as him and Pochita go flying through the sky, destroying mad buildings and causing mad collateral damage. Average day in the Chainsaw Man universe. Then Pochita impales Yuji, who then dismantles his arm, but then Pochita grows him back and wraps Yuji up in chains and swings him back around to where Denji is and slams him onto the road. And as Pochita comes flying in like he's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Yuji throws up his set and says,
Domain expansion.
Damn, already? We're not even 2 minutes into the fight. We usually save those for the grand finale. You know what? It doesn't matter. We'll just see what happens. Then as Yuji takes a step into his therapy session of a domain, snowball fight scene, and the place where he walked down Mahihi. And then Denji Man appears and takes to the stage as he tries to slash at Yuji, who is just weaving all of his attacks as he says,
You messed up, baby! Pochita and I are brothers! You'll never keep us apart!
Then as Yuji steps back like he's hardened, he dismantles Denji Man's arms twice. And that sets up Yuji to hit Denji with a devious Black Flash! Damn, hit my boy so hard he got him down on both knees. No pause. And as Denji is reeling from Yuji's attack, he says,
Domain expansion.
What? Damn! Again? Bro, poor Yuji. Denji is making sure his shit never works again. Ever. Also, boom! More broken balls! My boy Yuji is going through it! But anyways, Denji then regens his arm and cleaves his chainsaw into Yuji's chest. Oh my god, it's so tough! But then Yuji decides to one-up Denji. Cause as Denji digs his hand into Yuji, he says,
Finally got you to stop moving! See? We can be smart.
But Yuji Itadori, the goat, the mad lad himself, grips the chainsaw as it keeps running! What the f***? Why are you so cool? Also, the teeth of the chainsaw breaking off when they come into contact with Yuji's hand is just so fire. And as Yuji straight up no-sells Denji's attack, he says,
Punk ass bitch.
Damn! Okay, now this may sound stupid, but for like 1 second, I thought Yuji was gonna say, punk ass nigga. Like, am I weird for that? It's just that my brain auto-corrected into before the word even came out. Am I weird for that? Shut up. But anyways, Yuji throws up his set once more and straight up dices up Denji and hits him with an omnidirectional slash. But Yuji looks in shock as Denji straight up walks through his attack. Denji really thinks he's Big Raga. The Avengers of the animation team really snap with this fight. And then my boy decides to get in the mud for this finale. YUJI lands not one, not two, but God knows how many black flashes on Denji. Wings the right from him, does a front flip into another black flash, then YUJI and Denji, somehow, black flash each other and they both fly backwards. But they both rush forward, cock their fists back, flash once more, and...
Human and a curse. Brothers. You don't see that every day.
That's my boy! That's my boy!
All right, Pochita. I wonder if that burger place is still open.
5-0 streak, I am on a roll! That was amazing. Both of my boys fought their hearts out and I enjoyed every single bit of it. Denji, my boy, I loved you through the whole thing. Your characterization was absolute peak. But YUJI was a little bit... Nah, scratch that. He was out of character. Him saying...
Say your prayers!
...was stupid because he's never said anything like that. Him being startled by Denji saying...
Domain expansion.
...is also stupid because he would go to punch the domain user the second they throw up their domain. Plus he would have felt a surge of cursed energy come through when Denji said it. But I can be a little lenient because Yuji's reaction is kind of like the audience reaction because we were all caught off guard. YUJI falling for the same trick twice makes him look stupid. YUJI saying,
Punk ass bitch.
Even though it is hard, he would not say that. But I can excuse it, because if someone blew your nuts up and played you throughout the entire fight, calling them a PAB seems pretty justified. Plus his domain expansion was like a budget malevolent shrine that required hand signs. And there wasn't a talking scene. But all in all, RIP my boy YUJI. You did your thing. But anyways, the battle cooked, the score cooked, the voice actors cooked, the animators beyond cooked, the writer cooked, this battle cooked. As good as this episode is, I give it an 8 out of 10. The previously mentioned issues is really what holds it back for me giving it a higher score. Anyways, who's next? Oh my god. I am the freaking knower! Well, kinda, not really. But they're finally back after 3,000 years. Now I'm rooting for both, but I don't know who to put my parlay on because they both deal with Superman in a way. Anyways, I'm done. I'm gonna go take a nap now. God bless and goodbye. You made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Now like and subscribe for more content that you didn't ask for. Bye.